and first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
North of the border. It's Friday night and live DA. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Lowry for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the wing on the left. Now here's VanVleet. D right on him. Chalk up 2 there. We play just over a minute here in the first. Young dishes to Hunter. Capella kicks to Young. Good on the 3-point shot.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
Young's gone 50% from the arc. 1 of 2. There's the pass to VanVleet. The dish to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Here's Hurt, covered by VanVleet, and the turnover again by Atlanta. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lowry against Young. Passes it to Collins. In the corner. Herter with it. Gasol against Capella. Siakam passes to VanVleet. 3-pointer. That shot off the mark. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness score. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Reddish's shot is good. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Gasol. Siakam, good.
I would not want to have to box him out. Siakam has that wiry length. He's mobile. It's just a nightmare.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The Raptors making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Teague against Davis. Pass to Bembry. 1:35 left in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And the numbers now for Pascal Siakam. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Now, here's Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. He gets it in there.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Davis against T. And that one's good by Davis.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Teague up top. He's guarded by Davis. Shots good by Dedmon.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
The kick out to Teague. It's good from long range. It's a tie ball game.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Gasol. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shots.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court for Atlanta, you've got Reddish. Also Teague out there. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Carter. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And he gets the bucket. Dedmon's got his second bucket.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
Here's Reddish, following the score by Serge Ibaka. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Wizards, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Shots good by Dedmon. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Ibaka, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 4. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
You know, when you watch Trae Young, he sort of glides around the floor. Then he can stop on a dime.
Now Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Shots good from Young.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Lowry. He has 5, and the shot goes in. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3-ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Here's Lowry. Following the basket by Trae Young. And that one is good. 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
It is so hard to stay in front of a guy like Kyle Lowry because he is so quick laterally with the ball.
And the pass to Collins. Over Siakam. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Here's Van Vliet. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Herter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Serge Ibaka.
The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
Now here's Lowry. He's got 9. Clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And here's Lowry. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And it's good for 2.
Kyle Lowry, a bit of a late bloomer as a player, but he has really hit his stride now.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side. And that should do it with the second half of...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Toronto. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Hawks right now quite a ways down below.
And I think for Toronto, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor. In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
Count it. Siakam's got his second bucket tonight.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the fourth rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Siakam. He gets that one. Siakam's got 9. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Young with the ball. 15 points in the game. Hunter, no good.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Fernando, that's in coming off the assist from Young.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
We're going to talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Here's Herter after the Raptors pick up 2. The Trae. Young's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside, stolen by Collins. Always going up for the alley-oop here. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Ibaka outside. Siakam outside. Pass to Powell. Picked off in midair. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Fernando. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ibaka's got 7 points.
This is where Serge is most dangerous. Extremely confident now from beyond the arc.
Young, right side. The feed to Collins. Here's Herter. Guarded by Powell. Drills the 3-pointer. Herter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Reddish. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from the wing. That shot misses. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside and it's working for them. We'll return short. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Clint Capella, Carter out there with Reddish. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position. Lowry takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And we've seen this. There are certain nights when Lowry just decides to take over.
Now the pass to Capella. He kicks it to Teague. From downtown, goes back up. Out to the right wing. Here's Bembry. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Anunoby. They get it back.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Bembry the pass to Carter. Bembry kicks to Teague. Passes it to Reddish. Feeds to Capella. Shot clock at 5. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Teague. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Lowry passes to Davis. Here's Anunoby. Gasol kicks to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 5. It's Young on the wing. Back to Capella. Here's Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shots good from Young.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
To the left wing, here's Siakam. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
He's a natural-born scorer who leaves everything out on the floor. Young simply makes things happen.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Van Vliet.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Young against Lowry to the right side. Here's Hunter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The first one falls.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marc Gasol. Outside Lowry. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
The little fella with the big shot. Kyle Lowry never wants to shy away from the big moment.
And Huerter gets it to go.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Back to Lowry. 3-pointer. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The Hawks leading by 7. Pass to Collins. Young from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anunoby kicks to Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young outside. Here's Herder. The kick out to Young. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Siakam against Collins. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. From deep three-point range, it's in! And now they trail by just 4.
The defense knew Lowry would most likely get the shot. He still came up with the clutch bucket.
34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Great open look there. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Ibaka against Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. No good on the triple. Here's Anunoby. And that one hits back iron. There's the 3. Basket good.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And so it's Atlanta with the W.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. lower body fluid and goaltend.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for T.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings, and it's Milton in at the 1. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Young with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. In the corner, it's Hunter. The pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Here's Herter. Richardson covering. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. On its way from Young for 2. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
Now the 76ers with it. Horford attacking. Collins grabs the miss.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wilton the pass to Richardson. To the inside. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Thibault. Another miss by Philadelphia. Atlanta leading by 3. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
In drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Raul Netos checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Hunter kicks to Young. Capella, high post. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Young finds Collins. There's the triple. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Thibault. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here is Harris. His last outing, he had 24 points. Thibault can't get it to go. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Robinson is subbed in for Harris. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
A nice shot by Teague.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane, but that opens up some opportunities for the shooters.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Scott inside, defended by Carter. Scott can't get it to go.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
The Hawks leading by 13. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Bruno.
Now, here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. 3 seconds left, and the shot is good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about it.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Scott is out there with Embiid. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz at the 2-guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the number 3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Carter, right side. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Dishes it to Dedmon. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 6. The 8-footer. Shot's good by Dedmon. And the NBA veteran Luke Ba'amute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. He basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Kevin. He moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. Hope he's laughing now.
Outside Teague. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the 3-point play.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Richardson, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Shake Milton in for Burks. Good on the triple. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Catch a drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
Young's checked in for Jeff Teague. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Hunter. Here's Huerter. Richardson cover. In the corner, Collins with it. 5 on the clock. Young outside. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 6. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Passes to Huerter. In the corner, it's Hunter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
With the putback and staying with the play, Harris.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The 76ers trail by 13. Milton the pass to Horford. Richardson outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Young dishes to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Collins against Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Raul Netos checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Back to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. And Young kicks to Reddish. All alone. Rebound by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Thibault. That shot off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a risk.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are leading by 12. And that'll about do it as we get ready.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, DeAndre Hunter, getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. Back to Collins. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Richardson, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Deep. Young's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing here by 8. Richardson, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be. Some great history for the Sixers. Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Embiid finds Richardson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Richardson's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Shake Milton. Embiid wide open. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
That one drops for him. Fernando's got his first 2 points.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Here's Korkmaz. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bembry misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Robinson dishes to Embiid over Dedmon. The pass to Burks. Now here's Robinson. Here's Scott. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Fernando. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Burks. Dedman with the block, but he gets it back. Here's Korkmaz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 76ers again can't hit it. That drive by Carter.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Burks. Averaging about 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
The Hawks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That's his first foul. Here's Burks. And too long on the shot. The Hawks leading by 7. Carter for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Burks kicks to Embiid. For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall. All the skill in the world and a personality made for starting.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Neto. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Carter. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Young for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lobbed up there for Collins and finished off by Collins.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Horford against Collins. Horford kicks to Embiid. Back to Horford. 18 feet out. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks on top, up by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Neto in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Back to Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Young. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Harris finds Richardson. Collins against Horford. Pass to Thibault. Rebound by the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Young from outside. Another miss by Young.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Harris passes to Richardson. Back to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. $18 feet out. Up again. It's good on the putback. Thibault's got his first points of the night. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Young from outside. kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Richardson attacking. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Neto.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Horford high post. Out to the wing. Here's Thibault. Misses the 3.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not these.
Young from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
With all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around him now. Somebody tell him he's got to be more unselfish. Now, you don't see that very well. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a change for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hunter. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Scott the pass to Milton. Back to Scott. Pass to Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
The putback, and Collins is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Milton the pass to Quinn. Here's Milton. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, here we go. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals it.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Collins nails both of them.
Oh, with a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And finished off by Scott.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Here's Reddick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. Gets the first, that'll push the lead to double digits.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both. Philadelphia with the ball.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Cam Reddish. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Graham. This one for 3. Can't connect. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo,
a terrific evening. Look, we are near.
Well, last season the Celtics tried to...
And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do too. Thanks for that report. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at center. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Walker in at the 1. Collins finds Young. Back to Collins. The 3. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Now, here's Walker. 11-point game his last outing. Chalk up 2 there. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
It's so fun for us as the fans and people to cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks.
The most lethal part of Young's game, his outside shot is often on the money.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Here's Tice. Tatum deciding where to go with it. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Walker finds Hayward. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Young's got 9.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Walker in the post, defended by Young. There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Tice passes to take. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
The Hawks leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Huerter. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one, good. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Huerter. He's covered by Brown. Passes it to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Reddish has got his second basket. Celtics trail by 3. Brown kicks to Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
This is right in Tatum's wheelhouse. That mid-range is his comfort zone.
And here's Young from the arc. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Walker shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Williams. Pass to Cantor. Shakes him. No good that time.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. Williams with the ball. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And that... Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad.
Our relationship started.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to Bembry. Stolen by Smart. And they're on the break. Here's Wanamaker. Comes up empty down low. The Hawks trail by 5. Back to Carter. The baseline J. And he nails the jumper. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Carter, and he has space. That shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Boston leading by 7.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The Celtics shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And that one misses. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Now the pass to Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Carter. Edmond passes to Bembry. And how about... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half.
That's his first personal foul.
Hayward outside, down low, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man. Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
And they continue to control the glass.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Hawks passing it around. Young for three. Can't get it to go. He's made four and just missed his fourth.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Now, here's Collins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's Brown. 10-point lead. 34 seconds left here in the second. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Young for three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Smart. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The kick out to Young. From deep. Drills it from outside. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
And that's just something that Young excels at. And boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 9 points, 5 and that's
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Brown right side, and Walker kicks to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Oh, good on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Young with no one around. No good from outside. Boston leading by 5.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Collins passes to Herter. Capella kicks to Young. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 18 points in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And they pick up 2.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And finished off by Collins.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A 2-point game. Walker finds Cantor. Brown feeling out a bit. And Brown throws it down.
Kev, don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Now, here's Hunter. He's got 10. Off target from outside. Right side Tatum. To the middle. Walker the pass to Cantor. Young against Tatum. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Finished off the break. Herder's got his first bucket of the night.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish. Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
And it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Hayward outside. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Walker dishes to Brown, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 12 points for him. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, do you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
Now, here's Walker, following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. Passes it to Hayward. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Shoots the three, and that's good. Kemba Walker for three. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Hunter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hayward's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Uses the glass to finish the lane. Hayward's got 5.
How about the quick first step of Gordon Hayward? Exceptional at gliding past the defense on his way to the bucket.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. The Hawks trail by 9. To the paint. Here's Carter. They can't stop the run with that one. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Smart wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. Teague for 3. That one misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Celtics leading by 9. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 9. Feeds it to Williams. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Smart. The kick out to Teague. A second chance effort. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Boston shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Vince Carter picks one up.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And finished off by Brown.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bembry's checked in. Hawks passing it around. Dedmon kicks to Reddish. Pass to Bembry. Back to Carter. Shoots over Brown. Atlanta again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Wanamaker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Knocked away. It's stolen by T. The finish, and it's slammed in by T.
Boy, Jeff Teague takes hold of that possession and does it all by himself. Nicely done.
Here's Wanamaker, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Marcus Smart. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Fires from deep. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Brown the pass to Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And Walker kicks to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. That's now 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
Well, it's an area that Gordon Hayward has come a long way, and that textbook form when he sets up from range is a thing of beauty.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Pass to Tice. Here's Ogilvy, defended by Jones. Nailed from three-point land.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tice passes to Ogilvy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Boston.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here's Young. There's the pass to Fernando. Outside, Jones. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
And so it's Boston easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at the Raptors. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Atlanta. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And for the Raptors, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Ari out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. Young against Lowry. To the left side wing. Lowry against Young. Off target with his 3. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the 3 as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could.
Here's Lowry. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Ibaka, no luck.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Young's shot is off.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Pass to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young's shot is off. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The pass to Siakam. And that one drops for him. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Lowry following the bucket by the Hawks. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Over Collins. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move, off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside. Back to Anunoby. Misses in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Floats it up there for Siakam. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Hunter. And it's Teague for Young. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bembry's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher is checked in. And Davis can't get it to go. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Raptors trail by 8. Powell kicks to Boucher. Wants to get it to Powell and does. Outside for Davis. And again, no good by Toronto.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes to Bembry. High arcing shot. Rejected by Gasol. Pass to Reddish. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Their leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Second is Cam Reddish.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Atlanta making a switch here. Raptors trail by 8. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Here's Hollis Jefferson to stop the drought, and the jumper is on the mark.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Powell, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And you have to have appreciation for how Gasol does everything well. Polished scorer, skilled rebounder, solid passer, and the man defender.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Davis kicks to Boucher. It's Powell on the wing. No good on the 3. Just 3 on the clock, and Davis sends it back. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot is
just fun. You see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Davis. He's out there with Norman Powell. Marc Gasol is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at the power forwards position. And Atlanta has possession. The Raptors getting the bucket. Shoots from 8. Bembry misses.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Boucher passes to Powell. Rebound by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Here is Davis following the bucket by the Hawks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Davis.
Trae Young, so fun to watch that smooth stroke.
And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Collins checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Carter. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Here's Anunoby. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's Collins. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Clock at 6. Young from outside, another three for Atlanta.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Siakam banked in off the glass. Siakam's got 6 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here's Collins from outside. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Raptors. Down by 15. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 8 points for Siakam.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
Kicks it to Reddish. And the pass to Hunter. Young in the corner. Hunter with it. Siakam's there, and that one's good. Hunter, he's got 8.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Outside Lowry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks leading by 15. Reddish the pass to Young. Offline with his 3. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Siakam misses. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And finished off by Collins.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Lowry looking around. Pass to Siakam. Passes it to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Offline from the top of the key. And the first half is now in the books. Hawks lead by 15. And we'll be back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 15. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Lowry finds Siakam. Takes a 3. Up again. And another shot. Outside Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Over to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Young against Lowry. Here's Collins. Rebound by the Raptors. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Here's Van Vliet. Trains the three-pointer. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist of me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for OG Anunoby. And it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jeff Teague.
And the most improved player in the league last season. Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And it's Davis missing. The Hawks leading by 16. Here's Teague. Here's Bembry. He's got 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Bembry's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Fernando. Guarded by Powell. Fernando, the pass to Teague. Here's Fernando. Back to Teague. To the wing right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Toronto also making a switch. Boucher is checked in. Here's Davis. But they get it back. And there's the pass to Boucher. Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Raptors trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. It's Davis on the wing. Teague covering. Boucher passes to Davis. Pass to Boucher. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Capella. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got his first points of the night. Teague dishes to Reddish. Passes it to Dedmon. That one falls. And the Hawks lead by 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Capella. Hunter comes in for Vince Carter. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And another basket for Toronto.
So agile. Ibaka able to quickly come up and set the screen, then quickly rolls into position for the score.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's VanVleet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Atlanta controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Our coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Atlanta leading by 18. Young passes to Herter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
VanVleet passes to Siakam. And Siakam Siakam throws it down.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
To the inside. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got his first basket of the night.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Good on the shot. And that's 11 points for Trae Young.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lets a floater go. Here's Van Vliet. A three-pointer is right on target.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Herter. And here is Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Reddish. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Anunoby. Right wing. And here is Van Vliet. Just 4 to shoot. Inside. Here's Siakam. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Capella, high post. He kicks to Hunter. Here's Collins down low. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard ran in the NBA. And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got one to use. Might as well do it.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Here's Young. Connects on the foul line jumper. Young's got 4 this quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
6 to shoot. Siakam outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Atlanta.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin,
they had great penetration this time out.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Trae Young.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Lowry's shot is good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Young for three. Unable to get that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lowry passes to Gasol. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
The drive by Lowry. Count it. Good.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
So it's the Hawks now. Young from outside gets the bucket.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. Now here is Harris. Embiid, the pass to Milton. Back to Embiid. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Milton's shot is good. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Here's Milton. Last time out, he had 14 points. Lays it up and banks it in. Milton's got 5. Here's the Hawks with the ball. It's a 5-point game. And here's Young from the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. Horford goes in and finished off by Horford.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And that one's good, Hunter.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Richardson kicks to Horford. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. To the wing on the left. Here's Milton, defended by Young. Harris dishes to Richardson. Baseline jumper. That's good from Harris on the assist by Richardson.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Out to the right wing. Here's Capella. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. Yeah, he is great at finding ways to create these calls.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. There's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. Here's Thibault, defended by Young. And that one's good. Thibault.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Young for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
An easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization. Yeah, you know, not every point guard will be able to find an open man right there, but T is always looking for the right play.
Here's Thibault. The 76ers with another miss. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Reddish's shot is good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Neto. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for Collins. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Hunter. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Dedmon in the high post. Embiid's there. Fires it up. Again, the Hawks score. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. Korkmaz kicks to Neto. The pass to Embiid. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
The 76ers lead. Neto, the pass to Burks. It's stolen by Teague. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Teague's got the ball. Yes, that goes in.
Hey, there's no denying it, fellas. Teague is one of the quicker guys in the league, blasting off in transition.
And Scott has it in the corner. Burks dishes to Embiid. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his company.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Bembry. Also Teague out there. Carter is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in a power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Here's Teague. 76ers getting the bucket. No good from 11 feet.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Bembry. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Scott, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Carter. He averages about 5 points a game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Ball's knocked loose. Outside, Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Philadelphia, Horford comes in for Scott, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Korkmaz.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Stolen away. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris passes to Thibault. Horford high post, uncovered, and he connects with the jumper. Horford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Stretches the floor nicely for a big, versatile. Horford's become a perennial all-star.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
That one good for 2. And now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Richardson against Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reddish is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Raul Neto's checked in for Shake Milton.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Richardson outside. Pass to Neto. Back to Richardson. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Richardson's got 5. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is Young. Reddish kicks to Young. Now, here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Neto. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Milton in at the 1.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Good on the bucket.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Richardson outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years Clark of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steal us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
So both teams making some changes here. And Teague, here we go. And it's in there. Teague's got 10.
And, you know, you like seeing Jeff Teague flip the switch. I mean, he's a shifty guard that usually makes pretty strong, sharp cuts.
Back to Embiid. Over to the left wing. Neto, the pass to Harris. Here's Neto. Teague covering. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 1. Richardson with the double team. Here's Bembry. Oh, good with the triple. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Richardson attacking. And slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shots.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
For Atlanta, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta.
And, you know, the evolution of Embiid continues. At 7 feet tall, he can look over defenders and make great passes, and he's got a nice feel for passing the ball.
Al Horford is checked in for the 76ers. On the free throw, no good. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
To the left wing. A baseline J. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Thibault. He has 6. Burks finds Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Korkmaz bangs home the trifecta. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. And here's Young. He made it! He got it!
Big time!
Wow, what a way.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Hunter, and it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. There's the call on Kevin Herter. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here we go, all alone. Herter, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Pass to Herter. Shoots from 12. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 13. Thibault. Collins grabs the miss. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Herter gets it to go.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Richardson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's Milton, defended by Young. Milton the pass to Horford. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. And here's Young from the arc. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Richardson attacking. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Korkmaz. That's good from Richardson. The Hawks trail by 10. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Embiid. Harris, right side. Back to Embiid. Young against Horford. Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's Milton, defended by Young. In the corner, Horford with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Richardson, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
High post, Embiid. Now the pass to Horford. Richardson outside. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Passes it to Milton. And it's Harris off the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tell you what, when Joel Embiid is healthy, this dude is a super effective player. A polished big man with an arsenal of post moves and shots. He's a handful down there.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Graham kicks to Reddish. The 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Neto with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Here's Reddish. Got it. Good job in the low post. And here are the 76ers now. From deep. Misses.
Hey, there was no shaking free of Teague on that shot, Kevin. I mean, he stuck to his...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments.
Our setting tonight. And with David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim?
Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And Young kicks to Collins. Passes it to Herter. And the 3 off target. Walker against Young. Walker the pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's Kemba Walker with the 3.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
And the dunk by Capella.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Walker goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Tatum. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Walker taking his time here. 6 on the shot clock.
A lot of people bag on Young's defense, but he's sneaky and he has great anticipation. And you know what? He makes the effort.
Here's Herter. Another shot. Kicks it out to Collins. Hunter, no one around him. And it's off from 3-point range. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Brown finds Walker. Tips it, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got 6 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Pass to Capella. Young outside. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Brown.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 9 points for Walker.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Tatum kicks to Brown. From the line, nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Hawks trail by 10. In the corner, it's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kemba Walker picks one up.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. And it's Teague in for Young. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Smart with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Traps in the tray. And 11 points for Jason Tatum.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Team. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Celtics leading by 17. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Carter is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Teague. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bembry in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Smart goes in. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Atlanta. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Reddish's shot is good. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
You got to close off the lane to the basket. Tatum is just so good at creating angles to attack.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Here's Fernando, and he jams it with authority.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
From the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Hawks trail by 18. To Bembry. Over Tatum. Bembry misses.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
To the inside. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Got that one up quick. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Teague for three. That shot is off. And it's Boston the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Williams for three. Hits it from three-point range.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Celtics ball.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Here's Fernando. He's guarded by Williams. Looking to end the run. Fernando can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Atlanta with it after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Fernando, the pass to Dedmon. Oh, that's blocked. Smart deciding where to go with it. Offensive rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the pass to Fernando. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Carter. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague.
Not the guy you want to let catch fire. Hayward better be first on your mind.
Rejected by Walker, and he gets it back. Walker against Young, and he converts the layup. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Brown kicks to Williams, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, with both parents being 5'10", Hayward was encouraged to develop his backcourt skills. Then he had the growth spurt.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's 8 points for Trae Young.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And so it's Boston, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 16 points. And that does it for our half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point. Brown finds Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Walker's got 15.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Tatum out to Hayward. And a wide open look for Walker. That three off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Floats one up. Count the basket. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Tice, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Three-pointer, Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. And Young kicks to Hunter. Over Hayward. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Passes it to Tice. Walker against Young. Walker the pass to Tice. Over Collins. And another basket for Boston. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Teague. And no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Smart passes to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. And it's Boston with another.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. Teague just rises up and never stops.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Fernando pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Throws it up high. Reddish kicks to Collins. There's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Stolen by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Over in the corner, Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Carter comes in for Kevin Huerter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Teague. And the Celtics also making a change. Cantor's checked in. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And the dunk by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Pass to Fernando. The pass to Bembry. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Wanamaker. And it's off from three-point range. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Celtics out in front, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jones, Bembry out there with Reddish. Then there's Carter, and it's Graham in at the three. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Count that one. Graham's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. And here is Green. Williams in the post. Graham defending. Here's Ojale. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jones, no luck.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Cantor, the pass to Edwards. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Edwards got his first basket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting bare tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Wasted no time on that one. Green's got his first 2 points of the night. Passes to Graham. Misses the three. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Boston. The tray. Bembry with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for Reddish. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Green, the pass to Tice. Here is Edwards. The shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Teague. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
And he makes the first.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, has some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Here's Ojale. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Williams. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And he banks in the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Poked away. Pass to Ojale. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's. 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Pass to Bembry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Graham. Here's Fernando. Kicks it to Reddish. Tries a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Second chance shot, and Green with the basket on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.